This is WCVB-TV, Channel 5, Boston.
From Fairway Sports World in Natick, our champions Mike Morrill from Framingham and Don Richmond from Holbrook take on Charlie Jutras from Feeding Hills and Jeff Atkins from Feeding Hills. This is Candlepin Doubles. I'm Ed Harding, and welcome to Candlepin Doubles. Charlie and Jeff, my geography is right. Feeding Hills is about 10 minutes outside Springfield. It's about 10 minutes. It's about 10 minutes outside Springfield. See, I know where most of these things are, especially the second time around. This is Candlepin Doubles, and the team that wins today will take home $500. The team that doesn't win will take home $300. We pay you for consecutive marks. We pay you $1,000 for 3 consecutive strikes. Who's up first? Charlie and Mike? Show is yours, gentlemen. Go to it. Wearing the yellow, Mike Morrill. Get us going here on Candlepin Doubles this afternoon. 4 horsemen right side plus the 7. Charlie Jutras, his team wearing gray today. It's gonna go. Will a 7 go? No. Charlie Jutras has an average of 127, a high single of 207, and a high triple of 485. He's a member of the Hall of Fame, 1991 inductee. And maybe only Don Gillis has been on the bowling show longer than he has. It's a 9. Yoo-hoo. Both men opening up slowly. I remind you, it is the cumulative score at the end of 2 strings of bowling that decides which team is our championship team. This is the second box, first string. These guys will bowl the first 5 boxes. Well, the same leave he had the last time. Then they'll hand it over to their partners. Mike Morrill has an average of 124, a high single of 195, a high triple of 475. He's the current president of the WCBC Pro Tour. Tell you what, I think Charlie Jutras can make this shot. Boy, what a good effort both men made. Just missed it. A 9 in the first box, an 8 in the second box for Jutras, a 6 in the first box, and a 9 in the second box for Mike Morrill. There's a lot of wood there. The 6, 7, and the 10 stay for Mike Morrill. It's a spare leave for Charlie Jutras. Wood in front of and near, that's the shot that Mike Morrill has. I'll tell you what, I've been surprised that more pins haven't fallen. Second straight 8 for Charlie Jutras. Second straight 9 for Mike Morrill. The -1 is the reference to the champion score. It won't get over. That means the challenger team of Jutras and Atkins has a 1-pin advantage. Boy, that pin passed back again. You just never know. He has a clean shot at it. There we go. First blood of the day. Each man bowling in the 4th box, first string here on Candlepin Doubles. Second blood of the day. Now we got the adrenaline flowing. The fill is 6. Leaves a diamond right side. And Charlie's fill is 5. 4 horsemen right plus the 7. Dead even through 4 boxes scored. A lot of pin action. It did not go. 'Tis a 9 for Mr. Morrill. Tis a 9 for Mr. Jutras as well. It is dead even through the first 5 boxes here in the first string on Candlepin Doubles. We have a whole string and a half to go. Time to change bowlers, and as we do that, please watch this. Jeff Atkins is in the gray and Don Richmond in the yellow. Get us going. The second half of the first string. The pin comes back, but does not knock over the 4 horsemen on the left plus 1. Don Richmond has an average of 127, a high single of 199, and a high triple of 510. And a mark in the first box. Jeff Atkins averages 127, a high single of 205, and a high triple of 514. He was the 1989 True Value champion on the Super Bowl in August. Back in 1989. You see the score. Dead even through boxes scored. But Don Richmond now has put his team a little bit ahead, and how much ahead we'll tell with the bonus. The fill is 8. And he also has a spare leave. Reminds you, bang! Mr. Atkins is going to drop the hammer on his own. It reminds you again that 3 consecutive marks pays 50 bucks. 3 consecutive strikes pays 1,000. There's 2 consecutive marks for Donnie Richmond. And the Richmond Morrill team is marked in 3 of the last 4 boxes. Champions have a 9-pin advantage as we finish out the first string. Ball started right, stayed right. The fill is only 4. First of the 2 bonus balls, 9. Will it be one more? No. Well, 1, 2, 3 pins are down, setting a fort around the 7. The oh is that the ball goes right between the gap. Jeff filled his strike with 10. And he has marked for a 2nd consecutive box. And again, I remind you that 3 consecutive marks would pay bonus money. The champions of Morrill and Richmond have a 3-pin advantage through boxes scored. But Jeff Atkins is going to slice that up in just a minute. The difference will be this ball right here. Difference will not be much. Fill was just 1. Chance to really put his team in the lead comfortably. Instead, he only gave him a 1-pin advantage. That was Don Richmond. Now here's Jeff Atkins. Trying to take them all out. Does not. A 9 goes up in the 9th box for him. A 9 in the 9th box for Don Richmond, and a 1-pin lead for Jutras and Atkins. So we go to the 10th box. Neither bowler looks particularly exciting. This is the last box of the first string. Then to start us off in the 2nd string, Charlie Jutras and Mike Morrill will go back to work. He's trying a little potty English, something. Pins are getting touched, but not hard enough. A lot of wood lying all over the place. He was almost able to do it. Don Richmond will get one more ball, so he'll have a chance to affect the score at the end of the first string with one more roll. Jeff Atkins closes out with a 10, and his team closes out with a 108 in the first string. One more ball for the Richmond Morrill team, and we'll see what the difference is. Seven, will it go 8? No, that's what it's going to be. 7 more pins. So the fill is 7, the score is 1. Welcome back to Candlepin Doubles. Second string. The difference, 6 pins. Charlie Jutras gets us going. Mike Morrill and he will take you through the first 5 boxes of this string. Then they will hand it off and see what their partners can do. Will it go? Oh, holy cow. You know, I don't think you can strike it any harder and have it not follow. It's an 8 for Charlie Jutras here in the first box, second string. Mike Morrill could score a full 10. Or he could score a full 9, which he did, and advances his team lead by a pin. Right on the end of the pin. Nope. Nope. That's an 8. Boy, that's a hollow sound when it hits, isn't it? Thud, you know? It's a thud. Difference is still 7 pins. Third box, second string. Morrill and Jutras bowling right now. Richmond and Atkins waiting to do their thing. Charlie Jutras gets 7 to fall on that one. There's Mike Morrill, and that's what he has. Boy, that's a nice shot, huh? Nice 10. There's a 9. So we'll take 1 pin off that. Bring it down to 6. Move 1 box closer. A match that's infinitely grabbable for one team. Continue to wait for one of them to take it. Right on. Will it go? No. Not fair. Tough leave for Charlie Jutras. You see it? Good shot. Good try. Good effort. Not an easy shot to make for Mike Morrill. It's not an easy shot. So many times you see that 1 pin sitting there, and so many times you see them still sitting there. 2 shots at the 1. He's got it this time. And a 10. Put it back up. 7 pins. Last frame, barring overtime for these 2 bowlers today. There's that 1 pin again. Right on. And So each man has got the one pin there with a different path, though. Charlie Jutras has it fairly cleanly. And Mike Morrill goes after his and does not get it. Well, there's the door. The door, she is open. Charlie Jutras will hand a spare over to his partner, Jeff Atkins. And Mike Morrill will hand over a where am I? I'm adding up here. 7-pin advantage, 2 boxes scored, but they're filling on a mark. This is nice how I walk through this, but it's like I'm correcting my daughter's 3rd grade homework, you know. Four horsemen left side, so to fill a 6. There's a leave. Oh. 8. Will it come back? It's still moving. Each man can make it. Let's see what Don Richmond can do. Big ball. Needed to do it. The lead had been dropped down to 1 pin. Now Richmond marks in his first box today, so that pushes it back. Gives him a bonus ball. Now Jeff Atkins has just that shot between him and a 10 in this box. Got it. So the championship team of Morrill and Richmond clinging to a 1-pin lead through the boxes scored, but Don Richmond's got an extra one. Here's the fill. 7. That's what it is. It's a spare leave as well. Let's put his lead up to 8 pins. Don't leave pins standing. Just go get them. Each man leaves 1. Atkins closes with a 10. And Richmond closes with his 10 as well. 8 pins the difference. We move to the 8th box, 2nd string. 3 full boxes of bowling left. Still, no one has assumed control of the match. Will it go? Will it go? No. Leaves a spread eagle, so this is it now? Oh, disappointing 8th box. Just a 5 for Jeff Atkins. That one hoits. As you see the mark in the box, Don Richmond is going to throw an extra ball with already has an 8-pin lead. Good chance to freewheel on it. Here we go. See if Jeff Atkins can get the single pin. There we go. And just when you thought it was safe to put it away, the door is open. There's a mark. It's going to come back. Well, I tell you what, that was a nice comeback. 16-pin lead through 8 boxes scored. Boy, 9. Ralph says that's a 9. Ralph says it's a 9. I got to be honest with you. I thought it was on, but I got to be honest with you. Ralph Stewart scores that one a 9. Just a 9 for Don Richmond in the 9th, and a disappointing fill of just 3 for Jeff Atkins. So that was a tough couple of balls right there. But Don Richmond, as we bowl in the last frame of this second string, that'll do it. I think the Morrill of Richmond can breathe easier. It only took you 20th box to do it. But I think they can breathe a touch easier. It's a 9 in the 10th box for Jeff Atkins. 98 in the second string for the team. Here's Don Richmond. Well, let's drop the hammer in the end to make it just that much more emphatic. A 23-pin lead after they nursed a 7-pin lead throughout most of the match. So Richmond and Morrill win again. And Jutras and Atkins do not. For the record, Ralph Stewart, we looked at the tape. Your call was right on. It was the bright call to make. That's why he makes the big bucks. You guys made 300 bucks today, and our thanks for a great show. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Charlie. Good to see you again. They did well, didn't they? No, yes, maybe? Not really. Not really, he said. These guys did well, too. Our congratulations, 500 bucks, and we'll see you again in a week.
Sure.
Good?
Right.
You promise?
Yeah.
We'll see you in a week?
Try to bowl better.
Next time you're going to bowl better?
Next time.
Everyone says they hope so. Kenny, would you do me a favor? Kenny Sullivan's on camera. Chris O'Hare's on camera back here, and you're going to see Chris in a minute. Chris is leaving us. This is his last time on the bowling crew. Say goodbye, Chris. After how many years, Chris? 14 years of being with the bowling show. Chris is saying goodbye. Can we say goodbye to Chris? Thank you, Chris. See you later. I'm Ed Hardy. Thanks for joining us on Candlepin Doubles. Bye-bye, everybody.